Hello everybody, my name is Michael Bermudez, occupational therapist. I'm going to lecture on the topic of ergonomics today. So what is ergonomics? And how does it relate to you students in the classroom? Well, ergonomics is about the interaction between human beings and their environment or the tools that they use, the products that they have during work or in your case at school. So it is about interaction with the environment. So it also deals with you students, the chair that you're sitting on, the books that you're reading, the computers that you're using. So how are you sitting on your chair right now? Is it promoting good study habits, or are you listening to me right now while you're sitting on your chair, or are you fidgeting? When you're using the computer, how are you using the computer? Do your eyes tire easily? So think about your experiences with these tools or products or your environment in your classroom. And let's explore ergonomics a little bit further now. What is ergonomics? The word ergonomics comes from the Greek words ergon, meaning work, and nomos, meaning laws, work laws. It is designing for people wherever they interact with products, systems, or processes at work. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, ergonomics is a scientific study of people at work. Ergonomics' goal is to decrease stress and injuries as a result of muscle overuse, repetitive activities, and bad posture. One of the factors at work that ergonomics deals with is stress. At work, do you have enough rest breaks? Do you exercise after work or school? Do you interact with coworkers? Or does your workplace have a lot of noise? Ergonomics also addresses poor posture, which it can be bending your back while working or lifting. That can cause injuries. Or when you're sitting down on your chair, are you slouching during sitting? That can also cause injuries eventually. Injuries can happen while using the same muscles and joints to perform a task or work. So repetitive tasks during work become more harmful when combined with poor posture. So repetitive tasks can eventually cause pain and numbness in the upper extremities. Staying in a position for a prolonged period of time can be detrimental for somebody's health because blood is unable to circulate in your body properly. So it is a good idea to stretch intermittently during work. Exerting too much force can also cause tissue damage. It becomes more dangerous when a person is in poor health or if they are engaging in improper techniques. Knowing proper body mechanics becomes important then. Ergonomics also deals with environmental factors at work, like noise, too much lighting or too little lighting, temperature, ventilation, and storage and disposal of hazardous materials. Some common injuries happen when the place is not ergonomically correct, or some of the equipment are not ergonomically correct. Some injuries are lower back pain, neck pain, shoulder pain, and wrist pain. One common wrist pain is the carpal tunnel syndrome, which is the impingement of the median nerve. These things can affect functional activities at work. What are the solutions? How can we decrease risks for injuries at work or school? Increase productivity at work? Promote safety at work? One thing that we can do is task modification. One way of doing that is the proper way of lifting objects. We should follow the proper way of lifting objects. So when you lift objects or when you pick up objects off the floor, try bending your knees and not bending your back. Carry objects close to your body. This is actually a method of joint protection and also a method of energy conservation during tasks, so you do not tire easily. Embracing beneficial work habits is a good method to conserve energy at work. You can prioritize tasks that are more important, so you do not tire yourself easily. So, take care of yourself, interact with coworkers, and have a good sense of humor at work. Taking rest breaks is very important during work. Take a few minutes of rest for every hour of work. Do something relaxing after work. Stretching and exercise can also help us cope with the rigors of work. Stretching and exercise can reduce stress and improve circulation. You should remember to perform exercises and stretching slowly. Be careful about watching your breathing during exercises. Avoid repetitive exercises to the neck and wrist. Consult your doctor for the proper exercises that you can do, so the doctor can also know your pre-existing conditions before you exercise. Creating workspaces that encourage good body mechanics and posture is a good habit to have during work. As you can see, this woman is seated all the way back on the chair. In this way, her back is fully supported. So there are many little techniques that we can do to assess good posture in the workplace. So one of them is having your back all the way back when you're seated on the chair. Your feet should be flat on the floor. Your hips should be at least 90 degrees flexion, or it's bent 90 to 120 degrees. And your elbow should be at 90 degrees to 120 degrees. There should be minimal bending of the wrist. So try not to have your wrist going up and down in big ranges of motion. So that might be a factor in having carpal tunnel disorder. Also, having your monitor a little bit lower than your eye level is good, so it reduces eye strain. So these are some techniques that you can observe when you are at your workspace. And there are many other things that we can observe so that we have less injuries at work. Also, ergonomics deals with furniture designed for good body posture. Examples of modified equipment are computer and electronic equipment designed for individual needs, just like this keyboard that is angled. And these chairs, the height The height of this chair is adjustable. Next, ergonomics also has regulations. The Occupational Safety and Health Administration is a federal agency that regulates workplace safety. It is an agency that ensures safe and healthful conditions for workers. Now, what can you do as students? Well, we can start learning more about ergonomics by identifying potential hazards in home or in the classroom. Be aware of good body posture while sitting and moving. Promote safety in school. And here's the good part. You can be creative or modify your workspace for your individual needs. There is a big need for creative designers in ergonomics. Maybe you can be one of them in the future. So now, one of the assignments that we're going to do is, for tomorrow, we're going to create a map of what you think ergonomics is. So from ergonomics, this is just a sample. Preventing injuries is one. It is a science. Good body mechanics. Adaptive products. Safe working environment. Regulations. And many more. So this knowledge map that we are going to do tomorrow is a preparation for the posters and ergonomics project we're going to do in school. So we're going to create a pamphlet and a poster on promoting safe school practices. For example, like following good posture and just general safety in the schools. Also, we are going to observe our classes to see if we are sitting properly to prevent injuries, or in the laboratories, the computer labs, if we are sitting properly so that we prevent future injuries. So these are the things that we are going to deal with tomorrow. So I hope that you enjoyed this lecture, and we will see you tomorrow. I will end with the references that I used for this lecture.